Professor Chandrasekhar, it's another 25th anniversary today. It's the 25th anniversary of the .com. It was used 25 years ago. Is that going to transform our lives, the internet?
Already, I think if you really look at what has happened in the last 25 years, more so in the last 5 years and 10 years, is just phenomenal. The rate of pace of this
acceleration,
acceleration is just phenomenal. I just want to make 2 points.
Yes, please.
Maybe a little bit controversial, but I think many people seem to get frustrated that we are not spending enough on this, spending enough on that. I think we also should not forget, just by comparing us with the US and UK, we are a very young nation. I mean, in a manner of speaking, we are only 50, 60 years old. And we have huge problems, societal problems. We have huge poverty problems. And the number of things that we need doing in this country, the amount of funding that is required is just enormous. And no way that we can match the kind of investment in terms of real funding.
But you get the impression that money spent on science and technology gives you the best returns.
Sure. So we need to probably change our priorities.
Yes.
And that's one. The second thing is even Indian industries are becoming larger in size and scale only in the last probably 20 years or so. Right. And, so I think there's a lot that has been done in a limited sense, but I think there are a lot more that can be done, but I think we need to assign our resources. It's a resource allocation issue. We will never have unlimited funding, so we need to think about that.
I'm being told we've got 2 minutes left, and we could have last 30 seconds from each of you as a summary of how we can use science to solve some of our problems. Yes,
I think you earlier referred to both food and water security. Both of them can be overcome only with the help of modern technology. Food, fortunately, today we are in a good condition, but there's no time to relax. Climate change, there are many other constraints are going to come. Forward-looking research, anticipatory research, and also translational research, converting know-how into do-how. Right. These areas require much greater attention. And water security also can be ensured if there's public cooperation, if everybody cooperates. Right. We have different sources of water, the sea water, the sewage water, and the groundwater and the rainwater. Right. And we have to have an integrated water security system.
I think that's crucial. Yes, sir.
In addition to food and energy, water, I think energy is one of the very, very crucial areas we have to worry about. India will face very terrible shortage
of energy.
Well, there's so much science to be done for energy. Where my own quite a bit of research of mine is.
Give me one example.
For example, can we do artificial photosynthesis? What leaves
artificial photosynthesis.
Can we do in the laboratory produce hydrogen? This is one of my areas of research now. But I think we have to prioritize funding, supporting research of this kind, which is pragmatic, which is useful, and which will directly affect India's future.
And we have the raw material to do
I think so.
I
think we can do that. That is one thing. Second, don't forget education. In the hurry to talk about science, let us not forget it is eventually the teacher and teaching at school level and later that will bring the future of India.
3 recommendations. First, at the basic level, get the education right by having better quality of teaching and helping teachers and teaching methods. Right. Second one, encourage research and allocate a lot of funding, and both the industry and the government, to promote research to solve national problems, whether it is in power, water, etc. Third one is create intellectual property.
Yeah?
Intellectual property.
Property, right. That's what you were started the whole debate.
I agree with Professor Rao's thing that science development and technology development has to be balanced. You need to start with children, make sure they're scientifically trained and educated, and that just means thinking in a rational scientific way so that they then go on to make rational choices. You also need mid-level technicians for manufacturing, for science. Everybody cannot be a lab director. And just like everybody cannot be a manager, an MBA type manager. So there's this imbalance here where everyone wants to be a PhD level scientist, but there are lots of science to be done at lower levels. And so unless you have that broad infrastructure, it's not going to happen.
Well, apart from you, we thank your parents for your DNA. That's why you're here, your parents. A round of applause for these wonderful, wonderful minds. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.